Hello, targeted individuals. It's Mike again. My original name of my channel was Targeted Mike. It was basic, simple, simplistic, easy to understand for everybody. Please, subscribe to my channel, like the channel. If things are keep going like that, things are going to keep going like this. I'm going to put a donation thing in there, and maybe we can all donate to each other when someone's got some money and the other person needs some with targeted individuals. Maybe we could start like a targeted individual foundation or like fundraiser or some sort of organization that we all chip in on, we're all shareholders of. I think that'd be a great idea. I think that'd be a very productive idea. If anyone has any feedback on starting a TI foundation with resources that the government doesn't provide or won't provide or denies certain individuals that fit the criteria and meet the rules in regards of what they're offering, supposed to offer us, that they're not. And some of this stuff is not all of them too. Some of this is just people that hate you. It's people that have made stuff up about you. It's your past is trying to come back to haunt you. People that in a small town that don't like you. They're little gossip girls. And I find it funny that I could have promised I said that phrase before they came out with the show. Gossip girls. Now it's a real thing. I'm surprised it's not called alpha girls or girls that control the world or something. Corporate-y girls. I saw one, I just stumbled in on one of these blue people in the past in their apartment. It's probably just got done doing witchcraft. It smelled like shit, sulfur. But I went in there and I was watching. I just caught a glimpse of what they were watching on television. It was kind of disturbing. It supports the pro-feminist imperative that we're all forced to face and to somewhat respect. It's their time to shine. Is what it is. So I look and I see this woman with a blazer on that was loosely unbuttoned, had punching gloves on, throwing weak little punches at this punching bag. This other, of course, woman was holding it. It was her handler or trainer. She's like, I'm going to beat him up or something. And what's funny is my mom said the same thing when COVID-19 started because I was working from home where I was at. They want to take control of my kid. They've even said, my mom's always wanted a daughter. She can't, for some reason, can't have a daughter. She's had 4 boys, four men, or, I can only speak for myself. One man, real man, but, the other guys are not, they're young. They're not men yet. So once they become that way, I believe they'll be groomed. Handler, is that what you want to hear? Groomed, like a pup, like a doggy, groomer. Someone you can train, you can do little laps with, and climb mountains and go paragliding and risk your life every single day because you guys are that rich or something. I don't care. I'm in my own lane, doing my own shit. Really don't care about you people are making me care now. They want you to take your attention off you and force it on them, but you kind of really just have to be in the moment and be aware of your surroundings while you're doing your own thing. And don't pay too much attention to, don't be like, oh my God, don't do that. Don't point in oh my gosh, dude, look, see that helicopter? It's following me. Probably could be, but don't say it. No one's going to believe you. That's the whole thing, is they want you to start talking about it to other people that are not dealing with it. When you talk to other people that are not dealing with it, they're going to say, dude, you're paranoid. You're crazy. You're delusional. You need to just check in, man. Here, smoke this blunt. Here, smoke some trash weed. It sucks. And, I've purchased some bud in the past that I promise you was laced from Indiana. I will never do that again. Never. I was trying to cope with the targeting that way, and we all know that the best way is the all natural way. Our skin is the largest organ in our body. Again, 4th grade, maybe 3rd or 2nd. Now it's kindergarten, current time. But the name of this video is, I'm leading in with this, is psychiatric fraud. The psychiatric industry fraud. The mental health industry fraud that they're doing to people. They've made agreements with elementary schools for years so they can get customers when they're young. They want lifelong customers, and they want a lot of them because it's repeat business. It's once a month, usually every month or twice a month. And if it's more than one medication, it's multiple times a month because it's highly unlikely that you're going to get all your meds filled on the very same day, every day. That could be dangerous. They know that. So they'll space out medications. And I was told by a blue pill woman recently, cut her hair really short, looks like a lesbian. She's claims to not be a lesbian, claims to be straight, claims to be heterosexual. I had sex with her, but I think she probably has sex with other people. I'm done messing with her. There's a lot of women that they don't care. They just get on Tinder, date.com, hook up. I mean, I think everyone might try that in here and there. And, I'll admit, I've personally tried it in the past, but dealing with what you're dealing with, like it's very dangerous to get on any negative site if you're going through this, because it's going to give them another way, man, to get through to your cell phone. And they already have all this technology. They already have the technology. I'm not going to say for so-called national security purposes, protection. I've never worked for the government, so I don't know why they act like I have, or why do they act like targeted individuals are a bunch of liars. They know the truth. They just want you to shut the F up. Like I said, some of these people were trained as kids to shut the F up from birth on up about pretty much everything. Will I give you my true, honest opinion on everything? Depends. Most of the time, you have to tell little white lies every now and then. Otherwise, you're not going to make it out of this stuff like in one piece, man. I mean, they really are trying to destroy your life in every department of it. Your credibility, your local reputation somehow follows you. That you take that part out of your life when you move. The local, it's no longer local. You're in a new land. The local reputation's not there. The local facilities aren't there. All the same information gets transferred. There is a database that has all of our information in it, or databases that has all of everyone's information in it. Everyone knows from every country what a effing database is. The psychiatric fraud, though, this is coming to light, and gaslighting should be illegal. It should be outlawed, outright. It needs to be outlawed. There needs to be light shed on it, because the people that are stupid will fall for the gaslighting. The people that are not stupid are not falling for the gaslighting, or the other people might have gotten, like I used to get really mad when they used to gaslight me. That's how I used to react. That's how they want you to react. Don't give them what they want. Don't give them what they want, man, in any way. Don't give them more money than they deserve. If they try to overcharge you, don't give them any more money than the bill. Somehow that was happening at Verizon. I don't know how, but I was getting overcharged on the most basic plan, a plan that had, not most basic. I had the unlimited plan for Verizon, and I also had a mobile hotspot I was tethering to my laptop to work. And I tethered all this and, did the mobile hotspot, connected to it wirelessly from my cell phone, and created a hotspot and then used it on my laptop, as with other devices. But some people act like, you're a terrorist, or you have terrorist mode, and none of that is true. I've already ran my name through a database, I believe our national, whatever database is called. I wouldn't care even if I knew, and I wouldn't reveal it even if I knew on here. We've been lied to about what a lot of organizations represent. They have no integrity. You see how it shows itself. You see how the people that are delusional, crazy psychopaths operate, the low dimensional frequency people operate, man. You see how what their goals are. You can really see what the bigger picture of their goals are, man. You don't have to be a genius to understand that. But it's fraudulent. And I feel like in some cases, it is illegal. Notice how you can't have a cell phone. They have certain laws that restrict you. You can't have a cell phone in certain parts of certain types of hospitals because they want to run their experiment and they don't want to get caught lying. They don't want you to have proof. They want you to say, oh, he's crazy. That's hearsay from crazy. Crazy just said something. It's just hearsay. I got hit by the vehicle over there, and because I was traumatized, I didn't do the report that same day. The police officer showed up within hours of the next day, early the next day, because I was just so beat up and tired from the car accident that I told you guys about. The claim that I was supposed to have got denied by Ken Nunn, got denied by Von Wamsley, because the receptionist at Von Wamsley, I'm going to call them again. And a lot of these receptionists are straight up rude, disrespectful, ungrateful, privileged little people. I'm not saying from those places at all. I hold those places in high regard. I don't know any of these people. Apparently they know everything. They want to know everything about you, but they don't want to know anything about they don't want you to know anything about them. Gives them the upper hand. They feel like they've created it. They're entitled to it. They created your cell phone. They feel entitled to it. Or it just depends on what level of narcissism you're experiencing. Like, it could be corporate owners, corporate espionage. I mean, because keywords that you've used on company websites to create a company, that I got ranked on the first page. It's still ranked on the first page. And you can rank outside of location too. I mean, you can rank number 1 in the world on a website if the person really knows what they're doing, it's useful, and they create it, they do it correctly, they code it correctly, and it's very, very useful. But that's not what I'm trying to accomplish. I mean, they're delusional to think that. So those are some symptoms of the psychiatric fraud, the mental health industry lie that a lot of you have been sold and told your whole life. You'll never question it. And I understand, because I was there, why you understand why other people look and sound crazy. I get why, but you know in your heart that if you were to actually slow your mind down and pay attention to what the person's saying instead of listening to what everyone else is saying, or listening to the false lies of what you've been told most of your life, or you've been told about the system. They say you don't know how the system works. Well, it's a Google search away. And yeah, I do understand most of it. With that, goodbye.